Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So I'm going to continue for topic coordinates, which in subtopic midpoints. Okay, let's start. So midpoints. When you said about midpoints, midpoint is a point that's situated in the center between 2 points. So this is midpoints, or in bahasa we call it as titik tengah. Okay, so next one. So the learning outcomes is to identify the midpoints of a straight line joining 2 points, find the coordinates of the midpoints of a straight line joining 2 points with common y coordinates and common x coordinate, and find the coordinates of the midpoints of the line joining 2 points, pose and solve problems involving midpoints. So let's start with understanding and use the concept of midpoint. So how do we identify midpoints? So if this is a picture that you have, the tree is located in the middle of the drama and the house. What is the distance between the drama and the tree? What is the distance between the house and the tree? Now, let's say if you have the distance between the drama and the house is 10 kilometer, can you identify what is the distance between the drama and the tree? Of course, it's because we say that it's in the middle, because the tree is in the middle. So we say that from the drama to the tree it's 5 kilometer, and from the tree to the house it's 5 kilometer as well, because we divide it with 2. 10 kilometer divided with 2 to get the distance between these 3 location. Okay, so here you go. This is an explanation of how to get 5 kilometer. The midpoint is the point that divides a line into 2 equal parts. So both parts must be the same length. If it's a midpoint, so it has to be divided or separated with equal parts. Okay, next one. Okay, let's identify the midpoints. The midpoint between the drummer and Mr. B, so it's supposed to be the mice. The midpoint between the drummer and the dancing man, so this is the dancing man. Which one is the midpoint? So it's B. So the midpoint between the mice and the tree, it's the house. Easy, right? So that's how you identify the midpoint. So what if we have it in Cartesian plane? If we have 2 points and it's on the Cartesian plane, but it's in the same common x coordinates. So how do we find that? So this is easy. I'm going to show you one by one. So let's look at the point first. Okay, we have 2 points. One point A. One we have point A, and another one is point B. So what we need to do is that we just need to find the distance from A to B. So if you by hopping, you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you have 8 units from A to B, right? So if it's need to be divided with 2, because midpoint, you just need to divide it with 2, then the distance is 4 units here and 4 units here. So when x coordinates of the 2 points are the same, then the x coordinate of the midpoint remains the same. So because it's in the common x coordinate, so it's supposed to be, the coordinate supposed to be the same x coordinate, but not the y, because we divide it with 2. So we get it. Easy, right? So same goes with this one. By looking at point P and point Q, you definitely can get the midpoint of P and Q. When the x coordinate of the 2 points are the same, then the x coordinates of the midpoint remains the same. Okay, it's supposed to be the same, but the only difference is that we just need to find the midpoint, the y coordinates for M, our midpoint. Okay, what you need to do is that you just need to hop. First, first way to find it is just hopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if it's in Cartesian plane, so it will be not a problem at all. So you got 10 length, the length is 10, so you just need to divide it with 2, then you get 5. So after you get 5, this is supposed to be 5, yeah? Wait, later I show you. Okay, so you get 5, so means that you just need to find 5 units from the P, and there you go, that will be your midpoint. Okay, so how to find -2 as the midpoint? Okay, I show you later. Okay, so this one the same as well. You locate the 2 points P and Q, and then you hop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you divide it with 2, then you get 3. So the length should be 3 here and 3 here as well. So in other case, that's a formula to find a midpoint. I show you later, right after all the slides end. I show you later. So sorry. Okay. So this is when it's the common y coordinates. Okay, you see kids, this one as well, identify A, that 2 points A and B, and then you hop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know it's 6, 6 divided with 3, then you get 2. Sorry, 6 divided with, because we want to find the middle, right? So you have to divide it with 2, then you get 3. So the length should be 3 here and 3 here. Now kids, as what I mentioned earlier, other than using this, you might want to use this as well. So the formula to find the midpoint, you might want to write it in your notes, is x1 plus x2 over 2, and another one is y1 plus y2 over 2. So this is the formula to find the midpoint. Okay, x1 plus x2 over 2, and another one is y1 plus y2 over 2. Now kids, remember, it should be in the coordinate form. Why it should be in coordinate form? Because our midpoint is in coordinates. So this one will be in x, this one will be in y. So I show you the example, okay? Okay, let's go back to this one. Okay, in this case, okay, what if we are given 2 points and we have to find the midpoints, but our midpoints sorry, we cannot find our midpoint by hopping from another point to another point. We cannot get the midpoint in that case. So what we need to do is that we have to use the formula of midpoint. So how do we do that? Excuse me. Okay, sorry. Okay, how do we do that? Now, if we have our point P 1, 2 and point Q 11, 8, so you need to find the midpoint of PQ. So what you need to do is that you just need to identify which one is the X1 and Y1. Label that first. This one will be this one should be x2, y2. Why I say this is x1, y1? Because this is point 1 and this is point 2. That's why this is supposed to be x2, y2, and this is x1, y1. So using our formula that I said just now, so the midpoint formula I rewrite is x1 plus x2, it's upstairs, right? Over 2, and y1 plus y2 over 2. So I just need to put everything inside the formula because I already labeled my point, so it will not be a problem. 1 plus 11 over 2, and another one is our y1 is 2, and our y2 is 8, divided with 2, and you get 1 plus 11 is 12 over 2, and 2 plus 8 is 10 over 2, then you will get the midpoint to be 6, 5. Okay, so our midpoint here is 6, 5. Easy, right? Okay, so now in this case, in this formula, it shows you the formula to find the midpoint. Remember, it should be in the coordinate form, x, y. Okay, so let's try another one. Okay, now what if we have another point of P 2, 1, and another one Q 8, 7. We need to find the midpoint of PQ. So what you need to do, first thing first, label. Why I said I always ask my student to label, because it will make you doing silly mistake after that. Okay, so rewrite the formula x1 plus x2 over 2 and y1 plus y2 over 2. Then your x1 is 2 plus 8 over 2, and your y1 is 1 plus 7 over 2. So this will get 10 over 2 and 8 over 2. So your midpoint will be 5, 4. Okay, easy, right? Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's look at okay, this kind of question. I'm going to this question. I'm going to hop to this question. So what do we need to do? If you were given 2 points, A, -2, 12, and you got C, 6K. You have to find K given the midpoint to be 2, 5. Okay, so let's do this slowly, okay? I'm going to show you how to find it. So first thing first, write the formula. Midpoint AC. Formula is x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. Now what is the midpoint of AC? It's supposed to be B. So what is the coordinate for B? It is given from the diagram. So B is 2, 5. Now what you need to do first is that you have to label the coordinates. So we have A and C. So this will be our point 1. This will be our point 2. So this will be x1, y1, x2, y2. So next, I'm going to continue. My x1 is -2, my x2 is 6 over 2, and then I got my y1 is 12 plus my y2 is k over 2. Now, you have to know that this coordinate from the right hand side is supposed to be the same as the left hand side. I'll show you why. -2 plus 6 is equals to 4 over 2. And this one we cannot solve it because we don't have what k is, right? So 4 over 2 is 2. And this one cannot be solved yet because we cannot solve it because we don't have the value of k. So what you need to do now is that you just need to compare. This is actually equal to this one. So the next one will be 5 is supposed to be equals with 12 plus k over 2. So what you need to do is that you compare 12 plus k over 2. So next thing, you just need to drag 2 to the other side and take 2 to the other side, and it will happen to be multiplied. So it's 10 equals to 12 plus k, and k is equals to 10 minus 12, k is equals to negative 2. There you go. You got the same answer as the slides. Okay, so till then, if you got any questions, you can just write your questions in the column below. And then if you don't understand more, just please, you know where to find me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.